America. I know him in the past, he's done a lot of work and he continues to do so. And I'd just like to ask him to say a few words. Jazakallah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu salam wa sayyidul Mursaleen. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you. Nuneaton. Allahu Akbar. Who would have thought there's so many Palestinians in Nuneaton? Because we're all Palestinians. And what we say today will have an effect in Palestine. Because the people there need to know that they haven't been forgotten. That the world is not forgetting about them. The Middle East might have forgotten about them, and shame on the Middle East. Yeah, but they will face the Almighty one day, just as we will. So we have to make sure that what happens today is the beginning, is not the end. This war, we don't know how long it's going to go on for. So we have to make sure that what happens today, we carry on. And we take away with us a lesson to be learned. That these are not Palestinian babies who are being suffocated because they've got no oxygen in Al-Shifa hospital. They're our babies. They're not Palestinian children who are being killed. They're our children. They're not our Palestinian brothers and sisters. They're our brothers and sisters. They're our parents. They're our grandparents. We have to understand that and we have to accept that. And we need to make sure that we understand that this didn't start on the 7th of October. What happened on the 2nd of October is a symptom of what's been going on for over 100 years. Israel has been occupying Palestine since 1948, not 1967. It's been occupying since 1948, and we need to understand that as well. The occupation didn't start with the Six-Day War in 1967. This is very, very clear. We also have to understand that even Israeli military analysts, Zev Shiv, for one, has said that we shouldn't be surprised by the fact that the so-called Israel Defense Forces, the Israel Occupation Forces, are bombing civilian infrastructure, because they've always bombed civilian infrastructure. They've always targeted civilians. They've always targeted civilians purposely. They always do. They're cowards. And when somebody stands up and fights back, it frightens them, it scares them. But we have to understand also that when you have a military occupation, it's not enough for Israel and its backers in Westminster, in Paris, in Washington, in Berlin to say that it's self-defense, because an occupying state has no right to self-defense under international law. Moreover, the people living under occupation have every right to resist that occupation, including, according to international law, by armed struggle. This is very, very important, because we need to change the dialogue. The dialogue is pushing it that, Palestine, the Palestinians are the bad guys, Israel is the angel. No, it's Israel is the occupation state. It's Israel who's trying to knock and commit this textbook genocide. Textbook genocide. Not just any old killing. This is an unbelievable situation that the British government, the American government particularly, the French government, all of these governments are supporting genocide. Whatever happened to never again? Whatever happened to that? Or does that only apply to a certain ethnicity? We cannot accept this, brothers and sisters. We have to stand up and say, enough is enough. Enough is enough! And we may say, and we need to have a ceasefire. This is imperative, but that's not the start. We need to have the ceasefire, and we need to end the occupation.